Hi everyone, from a very wintry day over in Spain. So here's my next maintenance tips for you, and probably fundamentally one of the most important things, which can cause a whole host of mechanical problems if you don't do it or maintain it. So what it is, believe it or not, cleaning your bike. The amount of times the problems I encounter are just as a result of the bikes being caked in mud, usually concerning with the drivetrain and the gear shifted. So yeah, really important, and it can be a very simple means to keep your bike running nice and smooth. So what we're going to use to clean our bikes then. So generally a lot of rags. I have an array of brushes that I use so I can get in all the nooks and crannies, and obviously not using my hands as much, and also some cleaning products, of which there are many out there. Some are better than others, some are more aggressive, some are more friendly to your frames and your bike and your hands. So yeah, I've come upon a product called Kingud, which I really do endorse. They're a great company, and yeah, the products are great. So I've stuck with them now for a number of years, and yeah, they do get the thumbs up from me. So yeah, let's get cracking. So how often should I be cleaning my bike? I get that question asked me so many times, and of course it depends on how much you're using your bike and the conditions that you're riding it in. Over here in Spain it's more dust and it doesn't need a lot to clean the bikes. However, back in the UK, and especially in the winter, you need to be cleaning your bike much more regularly. One of the big problems a lot of people have is they'll just ride their bike, throw it in the garage afterwards, usually because they're cold, and walk away from it. Come back to it the following week, bike's been left there, and all they think is, actually what I'll do is I'll just stick a bit of lube on the drive chain, we'll be fine, and away we go. All that does is attracts more and more grit and dirt and dust into the chain, and it acts like more like a grinding paste, which actually just wears your cassette at the back, so it's actually going to damage your bike more. You'd be better off actually not touching it. So yeah, big point there. Number one tip is, don't just apply lube to your chain each time you go out. If you're going to apply lube, you need to have degreased your chain. Can't make that clearer, okay? So degrease your chain, then lube your chain, okay? Never just apply more things, because all you're doing is applying more lube to what's already in there, which is grit and dirt. Okay, so let's get cracking now. So first port of call, I'll leave the bike as it is. I've just popped it up on the stand, and first point of call is to actually just clean the chain first, not the cassette, just the chain. That's all we're focusing on at this moment in time, okay? So that's where we're going to start. Yeah, we're going to start with the chain, as I said, and that is, first of all, bit of degreaser onto a rag, holding the chain and just rolling it round on ourselves. This is just to get the initial muck off the chain. There we go. So all we've done there is take off the muck from the outer side of the chain, which isn't the important part. The main point which we're going to get to now is the rollers on the inside of the chain. That's the bit that counts. But this is just a general clean. So as you can see in that picture just there, even by just applying a bit of degreasant to a rag and wiping over your chain, you can get the majority of your muck off there anyway. So yeah, a real good start to cleaning this chain. Now let's get right into the rollers of this. So without taking the chain off, because like I said, we're only doing interim clean as such, I would use a chain cleaner. They've got bristles in. You just put the chain in, and it winds through with brushes inside, and that'll get you a good clean on the inside of those rollers, on the inside of that chain. So yeah, that's the next point of call. Well worth getting the relatively. So I've popped on my chain cleaner now, and all I'm going to do is wind the chain through the cleaner to get into the real middle of the chain. Always apply your chain cleaner to the bottom, that way any degreasant or anything that's going to fall will fall to the floor and not onto your frame. So yeah, just an important point now, okay? So let's just whiz this through the chain now. Okay, that's the chain cleaned for all intents and purposes now. So yeah, now what we're going to take is the wheels off, and we can really focus on the rest of the bike. So again, still sticking now with the drive chain and your rear derailleur. basically what you want to do is get all the degreasing areas done first. So yeah, get all that done first. So yeah, chain is done now, so we're going to look at cleaning your front chain rings and your rear derailleur. So very simple, yeah, just go around, bit of degreasing on your rag, clean them all around there. Alternatively, get a brush, and then we can just get in around all your teeth on your cassette, get that nice and clean, and around on your derailleur. Very simple, very quick to do, but yeah, just work in a methodical manner. So onto the frame now. So we're going to give the frame a good clean. Although this looks quite clean, he's always been doing a lot of turbos recently, and there's quite a build-up of sweat and grime, and obviously sticky residue from the energy drink that she may have been drinking. So yeah, well worth still cleaning, even though it appears to be clean. So yeah, very simple. Brush, cleaner, bike cleaner, not degreasant. You can either liberally just squirt it onto the frame, don't be shy. Let's get in there. In there. Put some on here, yep. So yeah, nice. Give it all a good clean. Cleaning all the frame, all aspects of the frame, and then a nice wipe down. Okay, so the frame's all nice and clean. So what I'm going to do now is, considering Zoe's doing a lot of turbos at the moment, I'm going to put an actual protect onto the frame now. Now there's an array of products you can get out there, but yeah, basically, essentially it's there to protect the frame, and basically it'll just run off all the sweat, grime and dust. So yeah, once you've cleaned your bike, I think it's well worth doing that, because actually once you put it on, the next time you come to clean your bike, it's a lot easier, because the protector's done exactly that. A lot of the muck and all the build-up has just washed away. Okay, so well worth doing. Have a good look. There's loads out there, but yeah, again, I use the Kingud one, the Kingud Protect, and that works wonders on the frames. So yeah, and it also makes it shine super nice. So it's very similar to the front wheel. Yeah, give it a good clean out. What I would start with though is your rear cassette. If it's really clogged up, you might want to take that off. Again, I'll be showing how to do that in a separate video. But if it's not too bad, what you can do is get a brush in there, a stiff brush. So I've got one here, nice stiff brush, bit of degreasing on here, and give it a good, really agitate the degreaser into the things, and then clean off with a cloth, and that'll bring that up as good as new. So in the interim, that's probably the most straightforward and easiest way to do it, but then if it is really caked on, what you want to be doing is taking that cassette off and give it a good thorough clean, and that'll make all the difference as well to your gear shifting and to the way your bike rides. So yeah, really important, focus on that first, get rid of all the oily grease first, and then give your wheel a wash down afterwards. The reason I always clean a bike first before I work on it, quite simply from my perspective, is I don't know where that bike's been. It could have rode through a cow field with horse urine, whatever it may be. So fundamentally, it does serve a purpose of cleaning the bike first. One, from a health and safety point of view, that you're actually clearing away all the muck and debris off that, because you just don't know where the bike's been. And secondly, it gives you a good platform to start working on the bike and stay as clean as you can. So I would always clean your bike first before you actually start doing a load of maintenance on them. But generally speaking, that bike now, all you need to do is re-grease or re-lube your chain, and it's good to go. So yeah, hope you found that useful.